Hello everyone, I'm Jensen. Today is Thursday, March 11th, and from our county fairs to stimulus checks, I have all the stories you need to know to get in the loop today. But first, let's see what's up with our first alert weather team.
Tonight, heading into the overnight hours, winds are going to settle down, and tomorrow, Friday, will be mostly sunny. And though it's not going to be nearly as warm, it may turn out to be a little bit more comfortable of a day, because I expect there to be what I would call a normal breeze tomorrow, not the wind whipping across the area like it is again today. 54 will be tomorrow's high, so not as warm, but the sun will be shining. And over the weekend, I think there'll be plenty of sunshine Saturday and Sunday. Saturday afternoon is going to be a real winner, a high around 50, and on Sunday, a little east breeze will start to kick up. If you're in lakeshore communities or up in Point Place, you're going to feel a difference Sunday. And then in the coming week, there'll be several days with the wind coming in off the water.
And a Lucas County Coroner's Office released today the autopsy report for sophomore at BGSU Stone Fultz, who died after an alleged hazing incident. But there are still a lot of questions. The coroner's report said the cause and manner of death is still under investigation. Fultz died on March 7th, just days after an alleged hazing incident involving alcohol that occurred at a Pi Kappa Alpha off-campus event on March 4th. The fraternity's been placed on an interim suspension as law enforcement and Bowling Green State University officials investigate the situation. A news release from the division said the Bowling Green Police Division continues to investigate the incident, which led to the death of Stone Fultz. The Bowling Green Police Division's investigative section continues to conduct interviews of individuals while collecting and processing evidence. BGPD asks that anyone with information on the incident call 419-352-2571, and callers that wish to remain anonymous can call the Wood County Crime Stoppers at 1-800-54-CRIME. And yesterday, Senate Bill 126 was introduced, aiming at cracking down on hazing, specifically for Ohio colleges and universities. Local university presidents and Ohio Governor Mike DeWine have already voiced strong support for the legislation, so we will keep you updated as it progresses. And there are still many more people in Lucas County wanting the COVID-19 vaccine than there are doses. The Toledo Lucas County Health Department said today it received 10,000 doses this week, all of which were Pfizer and Moderna. Health Commissioner Eric Dujinski said the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is coming online slowly. He said phase 1D and 2B eligibility means approximately 156,000 people in Lucas County are now eligible to get vaccinated, but landing an appointment can still be a bit tricky.
The supply is nowhere near the demand at this point in time. Yesterday, we opened up a link for the rec center for Saturday, thinking that we'd announce that today. It got filled up before we even got in this morning, so that there is definitely a demand.
And more appointments went online at 6 p.m. tonight, so check that out if you need it. And as of today, 80,270 people started the vaccination process, or about 19% of the county population. 48,047 people completed the process, or about 11%. And Dujinski also, during today's press conference, expressed words of caution for people planning to go to bars and restaurants for St. Patty's Day weekend.
Again, like other holidays, we need to be responsible, at least for the time being, ladies and gentlemen, because again, getting together in large crowds, we could have an issue with COVID and seeing a spike. So if you are going to go out, remember all the things that we've talked about for months now. Wear your face mask, stay socially distanced, stay within inside of your bubble. In other words, your friends and family that you know are COVID sound, so you're not going to infect yourself. Again, make sure that we're following those guidelines.
For more information about scheduling an appointment in Northwest Ohio and in Southeast Michigan, check out the link in the description of this video. And Ohio Governor Mike DeWine gave an update of his own today, relaxing even more restrictions in the state. So let's start with sports, for example. DeWine announced today that students who are not required to quarantine because they have had incidental exposure to COVID-19 in a classroom can participate in sports activities as long as they don't have symptoms and follow the appropriate sports guidance. Now, for some background, in December, DeWine announced that the state has no longer recommended that classmates of K-12 students who test positive for the coronavirus quarantine, so long as the students were wearing masks and only in the classroom with the positive student. When that recommendation was first announced, it didn't apply to sports and other extracurriculars.
The good news is spring sports are basically outside. And that makes things better.
And DeWine announced today that the state anticipates having full county fairs this year. Ohio's first set of county fairs will likely get underway in June. The Ohio Department of Health is expected to release official guidance later today, but as of this recording, nothing has popped up just yet. But DeWine says by the time fair season hits, these guidances may be gone anyway. While that's certainly encouraging, he reminded Ohioans that the virus is unpredictable, but numbers are certainly trending in the right direction. And speaking of which, how's that data looking? DeWine announced last week that all public health orders would be removed when the state got to 50 cases per 100,000 people over a 2-week period. So how close are we? As of today, we're at 155 cases per 100,000. So that's down from just 180 last week. For some perspective, on December 3rd, 2020, Ohio was at 731 cases per 100,000 people for the previous 2 weeks. On February 3rd, that number dropped to 445, and that was just last month. Now we are well below 200. DeWine said he would continue to update the state on this metric each week so we can all keep track of the state's progress. And after 2 months of waiting, President Joe Biden has signed into law a $1.9 trillion COVID relief plan that includes $1,400 direct stimulus checks. Congress gave final approval on the American Rescue Plan just yesterday before it was sent to Biden's desk. Minutes after Biden signed the bill into law, the White House provided a big update to the timeline for when the third round of stimulus checks would start going out. So let's take a quick look here. The goal of Democrats was to pass the bill by this Sunday. That's when extra unemployment assistance and other pandemic aid was set to expire. With Biden signing the plan today, Democrats have officially met that goal. And the White House announced shortly after Biden signed that bill that the IRS and Treasury Department are working hard to get the payments out, and that some people will see direct deposits hit their bank accounts as early as this weekend. So who gets the payments? The House and Senate versions of the bill agreed that individual tax filers making up to $75,000 per year will get $1,400. Couples who file jointly making up to $150,000 will get $2,800. There will also be $1,400 tacked on for each dependent in the household. From there, payments will phase out with a hard cutoff of $80,000 for individuals and $160,000 for couples. And expanded unemployment benefits from the federal government are extended through September 6th at $300 per week. That's on top of what beneficiaries are getting through their state unemployment insurance program. And Biden is expected to speak tonight to mark the anniversary of the nation's coronavirus shutdown, so you can watch that live on WTOL, WTOL.com, and on our Facebook page. And before I go, let's take a look at something positive and local. And of course, my favorite topic, food. So Sweet Pastries on Talmadge Road will be giving away free macarons on March 20th starting at 10 a.m. Customers can sample the French sandwich cookies made from almond flour with ganache, buttercream, or jam frosting. Donations are requested and will be given to the No Women Left Behind Fund of Toledo. And that organization offers women, girls, and disconnected youth with financial hardships the opportunity to receive direct aid or receive professional development and coaching services. So mark it on your calendar, get free cookies, and give back to the community. It's a win-win in my book. But that is all I have for you today. If you like this video, hit that like button and of course subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Jensen, and now you're in the loop.